Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Twiggy Adonis, and today we have our third match from our locals. This is my Doflamingo versus my wife's Purple Luffy. So this is kind of a funny game, and I'll go ahead and start it off here. So I go ahead, and I'm going first. I won the die roll. So already putting her in a bad spot. I see the Perona, and I'm good to go. Now, a funny thing is, my wife actually didn't mulligan, and she said, well, this is a gamble. And we'll see how that plays out, but it's kind of funny. So I actually like my stack there. I set it up, feeling pretty good. With my hand, I do have the Jozus, which aren't bad in this matchup. They do bounce the Zoros and the Sangoros. I've got a 2k counter and Buggy, and I've also got the 2 Gekomorias, which they're kind of useless. Yep, draw the Sengoku, and I will just go for a 7k swing. It's going to be a Weevil, draw a card, get the Boa. If I remember, it was like Boa Boa Dofi. So, not the best stack, or not the most like diverse stack to see, and I do like my stacks to kind of be like interspliced with like Warlords 2k counter, like Warlords, you know, event or something of that nature. But it's all right. Boa's a good card. So she goes ahead and takes, which she's on odd, so she doesn't. Or no, she takes for her leader ability. That's what happened. Yep, I'm paying attention now. She's gonna go 5. I usually take the first hit, so I'm not super concerned there. And she's gonna play out the Zorojuro. Going ahead and searching the top 5 for, let's see, the 9 cost, 9 cost Monkey D. Luffy. Nah, we're just bantering and having fun. That's why we're making all crazy hand size. So she's going to use that extra don she got from ramping to play another law. She's definitely trying to find something. She grabs another Zorojuro. So honestly, I don't think that was exactly what she wanted in that situation, but hey, at least she got something. Gonna go ahead and pass over to me, restand all my stuff, draw a card, and done. Now you could have argued to leave the Boa interspliced, so that I would get the Boa from Weevil, draw whatever else was there, and then play the Boa, but I think this is fine. Now, I'm gonna grab the Dofi. Because the Dofi can bounce back the Luffy Taros. There is an argument to be made to grab the 2 game. Now, I could have played Boa here. So that I could look at my stack, attach 1 to Weevil, and swing, so that probably would have been better. But I choose to play the Law, bounce a Perona, and bounce the Zorojuro. So, basically just keeping myself more safe. Boa would have also technically kept me safe since she is a blocker, and I would have gotten a 7k swing, but as you can see, she took both life there, so she is bricked right now. She is having a pretty rough time, and I'll kind of tell you the insights I have after the match because it was pretty funny. But I am staring down with 3 attacks towards her. She doesn't have too much counter. So she's deep in the tank trying to figure out what she wants to do. I'm just going to probably pitch a Gecko. Yep. Could also argue to just take. I'm going to play a Bon Clay, ramp, play the Nami, and she's going to try to filter. So she pitches that Zorojuro she just searched, grabs 2 cards. I get a Gravity Blade, which is very, very strong. I could actually Gravity Blade the Nami and the Bon Clay here, but I don't think I'm going to do that, if I remember correctly. So yeah, I'm just going to go 5. My thought process here is just swing low numbers at her. She doesn't have much counter. She'll probably like block with the Nami. And yes, so we're going to play the Jozu. Going to be able to bounce back the Sengoku and bounce back the Bon Clay. You can see she's shaking her fist at me a little there. Gonna get another Sengoku search. I'm going to play the Teach, basically just so that I can restand my board if she starts going after my board, or rebuild my board if she goes after my board. But again, I'm in a pretty solid spot. She's at 1 life. does not have much threat on the board. So she gets to 10 Dawn. And I am looking a little low in 2K counters. Yeah, looks like I have 5K counter in hand. Yep, so she's going to go 6 into lead. I just give her the 2K. And she's going to play down 7, so it's probably a Luffy Duro. And a Zoro. So she's definitely searching for just pieces at this point, trying to search for defense. She grabs a 2K counter, so we shall see. I mean, she's leaving 2 Dawn open, so she's definitely got 2 Gum Gum Giants. That's what's going through my head at the moment. Yep, Dawn, so I'm at 9. But I kind of look at it, and instead of trying to bottom deck stuff or bounce anything, I'm like, I can probably just go for game. So, yep, we're going to go 7. Now, usually I would probably argue to swing Jozu first, but whatever I'm doing, I'm obviously kind of committing to it right now. So, 7-7. Yeah, so she counters out of 1. She's going to get rid of the Luffy Taro to draw 2 cards and plus 4,000 to her leader. She's going to Gum Gum Giant again, so she didn't find what she needed there. Going pretty behind on her curve, but she is just trying to stay alive. It is the gamble that she took. So I'll just play the Boa. Gonna play... Yep, just get that. Do another 7K swing. She doesn't have anything else, so she can either counter out and have, in my mind, no counter in hand, or take the life and play very, very safely, which is hard to do when I have, 5 characters on board. It's looking rough, and the gamble she took, it did not pay off, sadly. Just couldn't get started fast enough, and Dofi's early game pressure is quite a lot for Purple Luffy to deal with. Yep, gonna go up to 7 Dawn. Gonna play the 7 Kasanji and rest my Boa. So I have no blockers. This opens her up to try to go for board, but I have a book in my hand, basically, so I'm able to just counter out of whatever. So 5K swing at Law or Gecko or me. I'm just going to counter, going 6K. I'll just let him die, it's fine. I'm going to keep my counter in hand to protect my Jozu and my my Boas and my Weevils. I don't mind letting a 5K go. Yep. Just giving her that counter. I'm got so much pressure on the board. I don't think it's having the 5 costs there are going to matter. Yep. So at 10 Dawn, gonna go 7, just a low Dawn commitment. She takes, so we're going 16 at lead, and that is GG. So as you can see here, we'll go over her hand a little bit there. So she had one. Looks like a Sanji, a Nami, and the rest were all no counter cards besides the Gum Gum Giant. She just didn't have the Giant to play. Now, you could argue maybe she should have played a blocker last turn, had a Giant up, but I don't think it really would have saved her. I had 2 more swings on her, and I also had stuff to bounce with, so I think she was just in a really bad spot. Her opening hand, I believe, was Law, Zorojiro, and 3 Gum Gum Giants. And then I think she drew another Zorojiro or something after that. So she literally just had no counter in hand, which is why she was just trying to search over and over. But good game to my wife. Always have fun playing with her. I love her dearly. And thank you all so much for watching this gameplay. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, a comment, or subscribe. Any of those will help me out. And I will see you all in the next one.